Okay, so I love all of that. Let's start with luggage, because that's where it begins if you want to have a good trip. We'll see you two a little bit later, but let's go over here, Shoana, and talk a little bit about luggage. As I was saying to the audience earlier, I've been the worst about investing in bad luggage. I've had a few good pieces, but most of my suitcases break because, as I mentioned, I overpack. So I need good luggage that's going to sustain me. What should I be looking for?
You know what it is, and honestly, you kind of get what you pay for in luggage. And you know, sometimes it's annoying that people say that, and I'm not telling you to go out and buy the most expensive luxury luggage, because if that doesn't suit your life, don't do it. But you can get really great luggage at totally affordable prices. Okay. The first thing you're looking for is materials. Like, what is it made of? So these, this set of luggage, this one happens to be from Hayes. Now, it looks like it might be a plastic or something like that. And yes, there are suitcases out there that are plastic. You do not want those. These are actually polycarbonate. It's not an unusual material. It goes right across all the price points, so you can look for it. It's a really extremely durable. They use it for security materials, things like that, really intense stuff. And it's so durable. I can literally smash on it, okay, because you know what these baggage people can do with your bags sometimes.
Oh my gosh, that was dramatic.
And then all I have to do is it pops right back out. It will pop out on its own just for sake of time. And you can see it doesn't even leave a scratch or a dent or anything.
So do you remember that video, like the undercover video of them like throwing the bags on the plane, and everybody was like, oh my gosh. So that's what's actually happening.
That's what's happening.
That material.
So if you've got nylon type, the plastic will crack. The really inexpensive, and I'm going right there, the cheap stuff. It is for a reason. It will crack, it'll break, no problem. In the cold too, it'll help, especially if you're somewhere cold. Nylon, those materials are good, and some people are die-hard nylon people. I'm not going to tell you definitely don't buy it if it's really your life and soul, but that's how those can rip. I had a set, and I had a huge gash right down the front of it. Toast. You can't fix that. It's worth anything. So if you're going to buy it, definitely what you're looking for is polycarbonate. Is by far the best one, okay? Then in a suitcase, you're looking for one that expands. I'm not telling you anything. You already covered. You need the expand.
I do.
But even if you're not a shopper, I say expand or compress systems. Some of these higher end luggages have a really good compress system. But have that extra zipper to open. And it's not necessarily because you shop, which a lot of us do. I absolutely do. But when you're packing to leave, you don't care. You just want to go home, or you don't want to go home, and you're not putting everything in quite as precise as it fit the first time. So it's nice to have that little extra space just to pop it up, get yourself a couple of extra inches, and away you go. So that expanding is a deal breaker for me. Next, we're looking for wheels. Okay, so you know how there's 2 wheels versus 4 wheels? I'm 100% pro 4 wheel. The reason you want them to spin around, I can turn this one, spin wheels that do this, okay, that go in all directions at 360 wheel. You want that because you're getting the most control out of this wheel, whether you're on carpet or whether you're on, you know, concrete, whatever it is. So you can push it the sideways on the 4 wheels, which is so much easier going through an airport. But if you're in rough terrain and you want it, you just give it a kick and you have that 2-wheel option on it, okay? So with 4, you're getting both. You get what you need. So I'm definitely a 4-wheel and the 360 spin, okay? And then for zippers, this is one that I want to really cover. If you're buying a new set, if you already have one, go ahead, but I have this is my luggage. These, with the locks that dangle, these can get caught. So don't worry about the extra pockets on the outside with the padlocks and things like that. You really don't need it. As long as your one big hole in the middle is going to do it, and your lock has the TSA approved built-in lock. It has to be TSA approved because security and customs and those people have keys that can open these, okay? So they have to be TSA, or they're not responsible for what they do to your luggage to get in and look inside of it, okay?
We have a couple of minutes left. You want to move on to this piece?
Yeah, you want to also, lastly, you want a handle that has 2 bars. Okay, as opposed to 1.
Do they have them with 1?
You do have them still with 1, and you want it. It's just you're getting, you know, more secure when it's nice and heavy.
Plus that handle looks sturdy.
Test that out.
So if it's jiggling, should you still go for it, or maybe not so much?
No, listen, when it's empty, if it's heart wiggling and stuff, wait till it's full with 50 pounds, you know, with a bunch of weight in it. Okay, when it comes to carry-on, rethink your carry-on. Go to the business section of your carry-on. The typical carry-on bag being about 21 inches. Some airlines are not accepting these anymore in their overhead bins. You have to check them. You don't know that till last minute. The whole point of his carry-on to take stuff you need on the flight, or you don't want to check jewelry, computers, etc. This little guy, I got it to me. Yes, that's an expensive brand. I got it at the outlet for a song, which was fabulous. And this technically is a business bag. It has the telescopic, what you're looking for, as well. But the deal with the inside of these ones is there's a space. You throw your computer, throw your iPad, whatever it is, your headphones. Then there's another little compartment where I put that big Zara blanket scarf that you're talking about, the blanket for the flight, your electronics, your jewelry, and maybe your book. These are the things you don't want in your purse. So if you're taking this bag on and your purse, you're just walking through the airport like you're no problem, and you've got everything that you need, and you know it's going to get on the airplane with you.
And that's from the business section.
This is your business section. This is what I got from Costco for my husband. I literally grabbed it a couple weeks ago. It's $30, so you don't have to spend a lot of money, okay? And then there's cute ones as well. This one's more fashionable. It's from Hayes as well.
Gee, I love that.
So look in that business, and if there's no room in that upper, because people are getting on like pack mules now, and by the time you're on the plane, they're all full because they don't want to pay luggage. These fit under your seat.
Oh,
so if there's no room up there, you're not going to have this taken away from you to be checked. You just tuck it underneath your seat, and your toes are a little cramped. Worst case scenario.
That's the good thing about having sort of these harder cases. They're actually going to fit. Because if you give me a case with give, I'm gonna pack it.
Yes, you are.
It's gonna be a bubble. It is.